Hi Facebook and YouTube, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris here at Randy Kuehl Honda. This video is for those that just purchased their awesome 2021 Honda CR-V Touring. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to personalize your vehicle settings from that point. And once again, congratulations on your new Honda, alright? If you guys found this video helpful, please feel free to show your support by hitting like and subscribe. Share with a friend that just purchased the vehicle as well. If you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Drop them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those as soon as I get to them, alright? Congratulations, and let's get your new vehicle set. Alright, so we just got the vehicle turned on right now, got everything at the home menu, just hit home menu just to make sure. So there we go, home menu. First thing you want to do as you change your vehicle settings, you want to make sure the car is in park, okay? So we're in park, we're not getting distracted, safety first, of course. Now, we're going to select settings. Now we can select the vehicle, and this is faded out because the car is not in park. So therefore the vehicle will not allow you to customize your vehicle settings. All right, so when I'm parked, we can select that, and we're going to start from the top and work our way down to the bottom. Okay, so the first thing that pops up is going to be your tire pressure monitoring system calibration. Okay, I made a whole video a little bit about this. Check out my other video, it's going to be right up here. All right, now when you have your tire pressure light come on, this is how you reset it. Just hit calibrate, and then there we go. Now the next option we're going to select is your driver's assist system setup. So as we're selecting that right there, second line, this is for all of your Honda sensing features, all right? So you can customize what you want with your Honda sensing, okay? Now we're gonna select the first one and just work our way down from the top to the bottom. So you got your forward collision warning distance. So pretty much as you're driving down the road, all right? There's a camera on this windshield up top. It senses when you're gonna hit something, okay? It comes in different stages. It finds it, gives you a little warning from that point, and it kind of warns you to brake and stuff like that. All right. So at what distance do you want it to warn you from this point? So you got long, normal, short, as you guys can read that. I would encourage you to refer to your owner's manual to know the exact measurements, but the factory keeps it as normal, so I'm going to keep it there. Now we have your ACCs, your adaptive cruise control, forward vehicle detection beep. So as you're driving down the road, you have your adaptive cruise control on, right? Let's say you're going 35, the car in front of you is going 30, it finds that car in that distance, it slows you down to match your speed with theirs to maintain that distance, right? Well, it's going to automatically do that. Do you want it to beep at you to let you know too, as well as the audible, hey, you're slowing down because of this reason? If so, not a problem, just hit on, yes, then there we go. Saved for that time every time now. All right, the next thing I'm going to have is your blind spot info. So you have all over here yellow indicators on your side mirrors, you know, as you're driving down the road at X miles an hour, while someone is in your blind spot, it comes on. The only time it talks back to you is what we have selected right now. They come on, then you have your turning indicator on, then it beeps at you to let you know, okay? So if you don't want any beep while someone's in your blind spot with the turning indicator on, you can just keep it as a visual, but I like to be, you know, a little talking back. So we're going to keep it as that. We're going to hit back button. Next one here, we have your lane keeping assist, suspense beep. So simply as you have your highway driving, the lane keep assist between 45 and 90 miles an hour, it senses that you go out of your lane a little bit, all right, and as it brings you back with your lane departure or road departure, you want it to beep at you to let you know. All right, so maybe you don't want that. Once again, there's no right or wrong answer as we're doing this, guys. It really comes down to your personal preference, okay? So I'm just going to turn that on for the sake as we're test driving these new cars. I like everything kind of beep, kind of, you know, explain all that in advance to all my customers. All right, we have your road departure, as I was just mentioning earlier. You can change the settings on this for your road departure, on the sensitivity, or do you just want it to warn you? I like to keep it on normal. As you scroll down, you got your driver's attention monitor. The car is going to sense on your driving habits. If they're not doing so well, the vehicle will warn you within these options right here, telling you you're going to need a brake. All right, so most likely you guys would never experience this. So I like to keep it on the default, but just in case if you do, there we go. We'll keep it on that. Why not have it talk to you? So that's everything under driver's assist system setup. Okay, so we're done. You can hit OK or back, either order. We'll come down here to the meter setup, our third option. And we're just kind of thumb through some of this, give you quick little visuals. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best, or someone in the community will do our best to answer those questions for you. If you want to change your outside temperature gauge, which is going to be over here on the driver's interface on this side over here, you can fine tune it. You can keep it at where it's at. If you need to change it from a 5-degree either way, positive or negative, you can fine tune that. You have your trip A and trip B, so as you select those from there, you have these options when that's going to reset. I like to do it every time I refuel. Then I like to keep trip B as every time, you know, just manual. I never touch it, so I know the whole ownership of me and my vehicle, miles, stuff like that. You got your alarm volume. We have the fuel efficiency backlight, simple on or off. So as I move this tripod here, you got this nice white light right up here. All right, changes colors when you're being fuel efficient. So when you are being fuel efficient, it's going to be green, and when you're not, it goes to white. So it's like a visual coach. All right. All right, don't tip. All right, so we're going to keep that on because I like that little visual coaching. Scroll down a little more. You got your auto engine idle stop guidance screen. So this vehicle is going to have idle stop, okay? When it meets a certain criteria, it's going to partially shut off the engine so you're not consuming gas as you're like, you know, at a stop sign, drive through, waiting for a train, you know, when you're not moving. There's a way you can turn it off. You have a little button down here, get a nice little orange A. From that point, it will shut it off. But this is just asking you when your idle stop is activated. It's in the process of doing its job. And do you want a nice little indicator? Okay, so I'm going to hit yes. So we're going to have a nice little indicator up here. It's going to be a green A. It's going to display right up here in your driver's interface. So you'll be aware when your car stops running the engine, you're not like, oh, what happened? You have a visual. All right, so we have your turn by turn auto display. Who wouldn't want that? Text messages, I can simply have that on or off. It will give me notifications. I get a new message, stuff like that. You got your speed and distance. If you need to change it from miles per hour, hey, you can for those viewers who are out of state. You have your tachometer. So this is simply just an on or off thing, okay? Once again, let's move this tripod right over here. You can see your tachometer right up top. So if I shut this off, it removes it, kind of cleans it up a little bit for those that don't want to see that all the time. But you know, I kind of like it filled in a little bit. So let's turn it back on. And as you see, pops right back up. Sorry for the motion sickness here for you guys. Perfect. All right, so that's everything under meter set up. All right, now we have your driver or driving position set up. This is going to be simply for your key fobs, okay? So when you walk in with the key fob 1, key fob 2, with your two-seat memory, do you want your driver 1 settings to change to driver 1 with that key fob indicator? And I'm going to say yes, let's keep that on. You have your keyless access setup. So this is going to be your smart entry system from that point. First thing we're going to select is your remote start. So do you want to have your remote start available at all given times, you know, so I can use it on the key fob? I'm going to say yes. I can't think of a reason why I would want to shut that off, but if you want to, you may. So we'll keep that on. Now this is going to be a smart entry with the door unlock mode. So if I have my key fob with you, with me or with you, it can be in your purse, it can be in your jacket, it can be in your pocket, you know, just within close to the car, okay? You walk up to the car, you put your hand in the handle, give it a second, then it's going to unlock the doors. So it's asking, do you want all doors to unlock or do you only want the driver's side? For me, I'm going to think safety, so I'm going to keep it as the driver's side, just in case if I come out here from a new environment, it's late at night or whatever the case could be, I'm set for safety, okay? I'm comfortable with that. Keyless access light, so simply as I put my hand in the handle, because there's going to be a delay, right? I can't just put my hand in and yank the door. It's going to be a little delay. So it's just going to flash a light to give you a little visual saying, hey, unlock the door, driver's side doors are open, or wherever you have the settings set to all doors, okay? Next one's your keyless access beep. Set the flash, you get a little soft tone beat. From that point, we'll keep that on. All right, so that's everything right there for the keyless access setup. Now you have your light setup. Just kind of nicely go through this here for you guys. You have your interior light dimming time. So pretty much you just got, you know, to Randy Kuehl Honda to see us, to check out the new cars, or maybe you're just doing whatever getting home. You turn off the car, you guys lock the door, shut the door behind you, and X amount of time, when do you want your interior lights to shut off? That's what this is, all right? 30 seconds for me is kind of pretty good. A lot of customers set it at 30 seconds. For you, it might be different depending on your lighting situation when you get home, where you park, and stuff like that, okay? And how much stuff you have to grab with you. You have your headlights, auto timer off. Same thing, once again, so if your interior, this is talking about headlights. So late at night, just got home, shut off the car. When do you want your headlights to turn off, okay? So 15 seconds works great for me because a lot of times I pulled into the garage. Auto light sensitivity. So let's say, you know, between day and nighttime, transparency levels, when do you, how sensitive do you want that to be, okay? For your headlights to automatically come on when it comes to nighttime from that point. So mid's great. If you turn it to something more sensitive, it's going to come on sooner. If you do something lower, it's going to come on a little later, okay? All right, auto interior, illumination sensitivity. If you want to change the kind of all that, you can. You got a couple different options. Of course, comes this way from the manufacturers on. I like this. So when your auto wipers come on, your headlights come on too as well. Makes sense. You want those kind of go hand to hand. But for some reason, in God's green earth, you want to shut that off, you can. Just hit the off button from that point. So that's everything underneath the lighting setup. I'm going to hit OK. We're going to scroll down. Next option is going to be door and window setup. Once again, we're going to start from the top and work our way down, okay? Once again, if you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Drop them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those questions. I come across those, all right? Excuse me. Auto door lock. So we just got in the car right now, got done, you know, visiting the dealership, wherever the case is going to be, running to work. When do you want your doors to lock, okay? Do you want them to lock with speed? As soon as I shift from park to reverse or drive, or have it off, and then you can choose when you hit the lock button on the door. I like the speed one. So I'm just gonna hit back. You're gonna have your door unlock. So you just arrived to work, wherever you're going. You have these options when you want the door to unlock, all right? So as soon as you shut off the car, boom, door is unlocked. As soon as you shift it to park, that's gonna be, you know, doors unlocked, or when the drivers open up the door. So there's pros and cons to all of this, you know, from that point. I can see as my wife, she will love the one when we do shift to park, solely because she's always taking the kids around, stuff like that in the family vehicle. So she doesn't have the unlock button from that point. I like the first one, once again, because if I do take the kids occasionally with me, I can shut off the car, I can just put it in park, everything says lock until I open up the door, so I don't have to worry about my 4-year-old jumping out. You know, you never know what Cameron's going to do. So we're going to keep it as that. Perfect. We have your key and remote. So this is just the first setting when you have your key fob, right? You hit lock or unlock. So when you hit unlock, do you want all doors to unlock, or do you want just the driver's side door? Now keep in mind, when you hit unlock twice, boom, boom, all the doors unlock automatically. So with that being in mind, I'm just going to put it to that one, driver's side only. And so depending on the situation and the day, I'm set for success. Now, when it locks the car, when I hit lock, do I want it to beep at me answered? Of course I do. But if you change your mind, you always can come back and turn that off. Next option is going to be our security timer, or lock timer. So, you know, if I hit unlock on the key fob, you have X amount of time to open up a car door. If you don't have that amount of time, it automatically relocks all the doors, okay? So I'm gonna go 60 seconds. Perfect. Just because most likely I might be sending the kids out there to grab something they forgot, you know. We're gonna scroll down. Next option we have is a walkaway auto lock. This can be good and bad depending on, just depending, okay? So simply what this is, a walkaway auto lock feature, every time you walk away with the key fob, get 10 feet away, and automatically locks the doors just like that, okay? If you leave the key fob in the car, it will not lock the doors, okay? This is great. So for me, as I'm running into the supplies, getting some supplies, I don't have to worry about locking my doors when I'm running to work, stuff like that. But, you know, I had a habit. Dad always yelled at me, Chris, shut the door behind you. So let's say if I got my supplies, I run inside, takes, you know, I had to take multiple trips. I shut the door behind me, my key fob's in my jacket, take my jacket off, leave it in the car, leave it in the house, come back out to grab the supplies. Guess what? I'm locked out. I have to go get the key fob. That's the only negative thing I can think about this, all right? So, with that being said though, I think the Pro is a lot better, so I'm going to turn that on. Oops. All right, so there we go. That's your door and window setup. Next option, we have your power tailgate. Hands-free access mode. So we're going to keep that on, okay? So this is simple on or off. What that means, so long as if I have the key fob with me in my pocket, I kick my foot underneath the bumper, and it senses that, will open and close that tailgate, okay? Let's keep it on. Keyless open mode. So when the car is locked, I walk up to the car, I can hit the button, do the hands-free kick, whatever the case is. Do I only want access with that when the door is unlocked, or at any given time the doors can be locked? Well, I'm going to choose anytime, just because the key fob has to be near the car anyways, okay? So powered tailgate, you can change it to a manual if you want to, but let's keep it powered. All right, we'll scroll down here to maintenance is the last thing. So as you need an oil change, any other maintenance, everything will be displayed right down here for you guys, all right? All right, there it is, guys. Well, thank you again for watching my video. Hopefully this video was helpful. Once again, if you guys ever have any questions, drop them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those questions. And once again, congratulations on your new awesome 2021 Honda CR-V Touring. You guys are welcome to share a photo with you and your new CR-V. I'd love to see it. See if you guys done any customizations. On my Facebook page, it's just Crazy Honda Chris. Check it out. Share that with the community. I can't wait to see those new Hondas and how you guys put these to the test, all right? All right, well, thank you again for watching. You guys enjoy your day.